See, give me a minute.
Yeah. Are you good? Yeah, thanks. Hi, Annabelle. We're on site at West Desert at the moment, and as you can see, it's an amazing view, amazing weather, great to explore here at the moment. There's a real buzz around camp. Everyone's very excited for the results we're getting, and looking forward to giving you guys more. Highlights of this second hole. Look, this hole's really exceeded our expectations. It's actually more mineralisation that we got in the first hole. We see 330 metres of mineralisation. And what does that look like? It's certainly going to be more than this core here. And as an example, it's from us here to, you might now be able to see Chris on the waste dump from the historical mine. And wave, Chris! That's approximately 330 metres away from where we are here. So a lot of mineralisation. So like I said, that's in 9 major zones, and which gives you a sort of a rough guide of the thickness of each zone. As people might know, West Desert has a concentric band of subvertical lenses, which some are zinc rich, some are zinc and copper rich, some are copper rich, and then there's molybdenite at that depth as well. So when we talk about 9 zones, we're generally talking about a succession of 9 lenses in the one hole. So it's not a continuous section, of course, and there's different styles of mineralisation as well, from disseminated to the massive sulfides that we see here. But as I just mentioned, this is a significant amount of mineralisation, and one thing we really want to highlight is the scale of West Desert. Sure, it's nice to say this is how much mineralisation we have, but it really puts into context the scale of the mineralisation and the volumes that we're talking about here. So that's super exciting to see the core come out. It's like I said, it's beyond expectations. There's lots of higher grade zones. Of course, we don't have the assays back yet, but when you look at comparable sections, we get a rough indication of what those grades are going to be. So this is fantastic. It's confirming the continuous nature of the higher grade zones, which is going to be playing well to our high grade development strategy. So we have to get similar results, similar positive results. The next drill hole, well, firstly I'll show you the deposit lies at the base of the hill, where you can see those tracks potentially. We'll be drilling you can't see the drill rig, but it's just behind the ridge there. That's drilling the shallower open pit potential mineralisation. The next couple of holes will be testing the high grade copper to the east of the deposit, so that's further up the ridge here, but behind the ridge. And then there's also a couple of exploration holes planned to test the western extent of the skarn, which is down on the flats behind that hill here. Yeah, so I've got 3 examples of the main mineralisation that I've been talking about. So if you have a look here, there's you can see it in the sun there, but this one is a zinc-rich zone from the main zone at the top of the deposit. Very sphalerite rich with the brown, wispy kind of form here within a magnetite skarn, and that's basically all it is zinc. This will have high silver as well, more than likely. Next piece is what we're really targeting in this hole, which is the higher grade copper zones. So this is closer towards a porphyry. This zone was in both holes, but this one from the second hole is particularly rich in copper. You can see there's bands of chalcopyrite and disseminated chalcopyrite here. We've got zones of more massive chalcopyrite as well. And you can see here as well that there's clots of bornite in this, which makes this probably quite high grade copper. You can also see this is also sphalerite. So the sphalerite and the chalcopyrite often occur together. And you know, this will make for a super valuable core. The next zone is the other one I was referring to, which is the molybdenite rich part of the ore body. It's an overprint of molybdenite. We think this is, you can see the angle of the core and the angle of the vein, very high angle. So this is subvertical veins, we believe, molybdenite and pyrite and quartz rich. This is what lies at depth, and as we go down at depth of the deposit, the molybdenite grades increase. So we see up to 2% molybdenite in some of this stuff, but typically it's a bit lower grade, but certainly some high value core in this part of the deposit as well. exploration setup. We've got a fantastic technical and operations team, highly motivated, highly technical, driving this program forward, which is fantastic. This is not a new area. There's some historical mines, as you can see here. This is the Utah mine from 1922. Long out of production, but lots of waste unsea here. So it's not a new area by any means. We've also got power to site. You can see the power running up to site here. That also extends out into the deposit area as well. So we're well set up. We've got water on site as well. And we have all the facilities we need to really move the exploration forwards.